Hey everybody, Black Ninja 797 here, and welcome back to another video. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys how to install the Japanese edition of Left 4 Dead 2. If you guys have any questions for me, please put them in the comment section down below. And if you guys are looking for any of the downloads that I use, they will also be linked down below in the description. But with that being said, let's get on with the tutorial. Okay, so what you need to do is download Hamachi. This is going to essentially act as if it's a VPN, where basically instead of connecting to your normal internet or a dedicated server, you're connecting directly to somebody's internet connection as a peer-to-peer host. Okay, once you have downloaded Hamachi, this is what you need to do. You need to select your language and then let the install process commence. So this is me installing it on my own computer, and you guys can see that's pretty simplistic. All you gotta do is just pick your language, pick where you want to install, and eventually once you install it, it's going to end up having a little annotation that will pop up on your desktop or wherever you set the file to end up downloading, and then there's going to be the ability to use Hamachi itself. Once Hamachi is done installing, all you gotta do is hit finish, and then it is going to auto launch. So now that we've got Hamachi installed, we're just going to leave it as is for now, and then we're going to circle back to this later after we've installed Japanese Left 4 Dead to show you guys how to connect to somebody. So where do you find the Left 4 Dead 2 Japanese files? Well, I found them in a Discord server called Left 4 Dead 2 Speedrunning, and I ended up downloading them that way. If you guys want to be able to get these exact files without having to join the server, I also will have them linked in my own Discord server, which is linked down below in the description. So you want to click the file that says 1.26. This is going to be the specific file that you want to install for specifically Japanese Left 4 Dead and not the original one. Then you are going to be on a screen very similar to this, depending on whether or not you have an Apple's computer or a Windows computer, a laptop. Everyone's is different, but this is my download page for when I got the link, and this is me starting to download it. Now, the download speed is going to depend on what internet provider you had. For me personally, it took about, I want to say, roughly 20 minutes to install this with my internet. Now, yes, I can also understand how that some of you may be worried that this is going to end up being some sort of virus or something. Don't worry, I can reassure you. It is just my dick pics. You will be 100% fine. But no, seriously, if you genuinely want to end up making sure that these are safe, I would understand. So by all means, if you don't want to install the files, that's fine. If you want to verify the files first, you can also do that as well. But one of the ways that I thought I could reassure you guys is by showing me downloading it myself, so that way you guys know that it's 100% safe. Now, once you have the download, what you want to do is you want to make a separate folder for the Japanese copy of the game. You do not, under any circumstance, want to have a space in the folder name. For some reason, this is a glitch that will make it not boot up. Dan suffered this, and we only figured it out via trial and error. So just make sure that it's called something simple and has nothing other than maybe like, let's say, numbers and letters. Once you have the download, put it in that folder. Now, technically this part is optional. However, though, I do recommend that you take a look at this anyways, just in case your guys' computer does not have a program that allows you to unzip files. This is called 7-Zip. This is an application that will allow you to unzip files that you download. When I download this, I ended up hitting download the exe of the 64-bit version for Windows. Now what you want to do is go back to that Left 4 Dead 2 file that you download and hit open up with 7-Zip. This is going to allow you to be able to download the files properly. Now specifically hit open archive. This will now allow you to be able to unzip the Left 4 Dead files. Now this part is important. Make sure that you highlight all the files that you see and then put them in the Japanese Left 4 Dead folder that you created, and then simply just drag and drop all the files in and let them download. Now this will take some time as well, once again, just depending on your internet speed. However, though, the good news is that once you end up doing this, if you want to only just play solo, this is the last thing that you need to do. You need to specifically click Load Survivors. It's going to be towards the bottom here of all these files. And you want to double click it and just ignore the crash warning and just simply exit out of it, and the game will correct itself and then it will launch. So once you end up hitting X on the message that's in the middle of your screen, letting you know that there was a crash, all you gotta do is just wait, and then Japanese Left 4 Dead 2 will be yours and it will load up so you can play. So this is how you install Left 4 Dead 2 Japanese Edition for single player. Now we're going to go circle back to Hamachi and show you guys how that you can do this so you can play multiplayer with your friends. So if you want to play multiplayer now, you're going to have to download another set of Left 4 Dead files, which is going to be Left 4 Dead 1v30. Now once you get the files, you're going to want to hit the download button up here, and then once you end up hitting download, you're going to be going back to the same location or the same window annotation you did when you originally downloaded the game, and once again you just rinse and repeat the cycle. So since the steps are basically identical for downloading the second set of files like how it was with the first, Once you end up getting the second set of files, you just download them and drag and drop them into your custom Japanese Left 4 Dead file that you created, and once they are in there, that is all the files that you need to play multiplayer. Now this is going to be the part for multiplayer, how you can set up a 4-man lobby. This is going to be from the perspective of the person trying to set up the lobby and be the host themselves. So if you want to be the host, this is what you do. In your Japanese Left 4 Dead 2 folder, you want to click a folder called Dedicated. Click on the only file that is in this folder and run it as an administrator. This is eventually going to end up giving you access what is the equivalent of the Left 4 Dead command console. This is where you can actually put in the command codes and you can be able to load up the maps. So for example, if you want to, you can end up typing in this example that Dan did where he's trying to load up Dead Center, and that way you can end up picking the map you want. Now what you want to do is you want to end up getting Hamachi and start making a server. So all you do for Hamachi is turn it on with the giant power button that's right underneath the system, and then you end up creating an account if you have not already. And then once you have your account, you just end up hitting the option Create New Network, and then when you do that, you just pick the server that you want to end up having the game on. Now, if you want to join an existing network, because let's say that you're not the host and your friend's hosting, all you gotta do is just have them give you the server name and also the password, and then end up joining it with Hamachi. This is going to be ours as an example, just because of the fact that we have the line of 12-year-olds. It is recommended that you join the network before you launch the Japanese copy of Left 4 Dead just to prevent any possible issues, but once you join this network, you will be on this network that you've connected to instead of your own internet, so just make sure that the signal is good. Then what you want to do is you want to load up the game, you want to modify all the settings to your liking, pick your favorite character, pick the same credit option, and then what you want to do is you want to hit this gold button that's underneath the play mode, and then when you click it, it will allow you to be able to connect to your friend's game. And then from here, what you want to do in the lower right corner, there's a gold button with a house. Click it, hit yes, and then you should eventually connect to your friend's server. And when the game finally ends up loading, after all is said and done, you will be playing Japanese Left 4 Dead 2 with all of your friends. But as we wrap up the video here, guys, just want to let you know that if you have absolutely any questions for me, no matter how big or small, please by all means put them in the comment section down below. And if you've enjoyed today's video, please also leave a like and subscribe as well. It means a lot more than you think it does, and will allow YouTube to be able to recommend this video to other people that want to see this type of content. But yeah, guys, with all that being said, I hope you guys ended up enjoying another YouTube video for the most unique YouTubers we're ever going to see. Thank you for watching, guys. Love all of you. Peace out, and I hope you end up enjoying playing a Left 4 Dead Japanese edition with your friends.
Hey, meme lords. Jesus here. And you better have enjoyed that video there by the eternal god Daddy Ninja. You should probably subscribe too, or the mighty Moab will come for your balls. If you enjoyed the video, you might like it too. And give me the memes. Flash, bang, boom!